drunk on liquor, some get drunk on action. But me, as you see, I get drunk on them all. Give me your gold and your silver and jewelry, and give me your life, but I'll still take my haul. We'll rant and we'll roar like bold fighting pirates. Rant and we'll roar from topmast to hold. Oh, we take our places wherever we find them. Off to Bone Island, which is full of gold, and off to Bone Island, where we'll count your gold. The Blacklist is a pirate ship to the Spanish main she's bound, and Caches are garnished with saucy lads round. The captain gives the orders to sail the ocean wide, with your flintlock full and prime me lads, and you cut this by your side, and it brings up me lads. For tomorrow we sail away, for the pirate ship, the Blacklist, she goes searching for her prey.
Come on, tell us what a pirate says. Yeah, that's
it. Seagull ship on Hamburg, or a galleon bound for Spain, try to ship their treasure past us, but alas, it's all in vain. Matlocks, Yanks, and British cars, they tremble to the bone, but death comes swift and short of those who hear the Blacklist, and his dream up me lads. For tomorrow we sail away, for the pirate ship, the Blacklist, she goes searching for her prey. Our bellies are aching, on salt pork we must die. When we reach ashore, me lads, it's roast beef and fine wine. At sea we sleep in hammocks, where straw sticks is our bed. But on shore a sweetheart's belly makes a pillow for our head. And it's cream got me lads. For tomorrow we sail away, for the pirate ship, the Blacklist, she goes searching for her prey. Here's health to Henry Morgan and the brethren of the coast, Blackbeard, Blackbard, and Calico Jack, to them we drink a toast. And not forget the women and Bonnie Mary Reed, and in Ireland Grace O'Malley, the bride of pirate breed. And his brings got me lads, for tomorrow we sail away, for the pirate ship, the Blacklist, she goes searching for her prey. Help to Henry Morgan and the brethren of the coast, Blackbeard, Blackbard, and Calico Jack, to them we drink a toast. And not forget the women and Bonnie Mary Reed, and in Ireland Grace O'Malley, the pride of pirate breed. And it brings got me lads, for tomorrow we sail away, for the pirate ship, the Blacklist, she goes searching for her prey. And it's drink up me lads, for tomorrow we sail away, for the pirate ship, the Blacklist, goes searching for her prey. And it's drink up me lads, for tomorrow we sail away, for the pirate ship, the Blacklist, goes searching for her prey. Well sung, sir, well sung.
Put your faces on, girls. Here comes Smee. Smee? Smee!
Make way for the hook! For the hook! The mother loved that horse! Give us the hook! Show us the hook! Give us the hook! Show us the hook!
Good morning, pirates in paradise! Hi. Tie down the mainmast, mateys, because here he is, the cunning kingfish, the barracuda. Let's all give him a big hand, because he's only got one. A man so deep, he's almost unfathomable. A man so quick, he's even fast asleep. So here he is, the steel-handed stingray, Captain James Hook.
Thank you, my malevolent menagerie of malcontents, miscreants, and mutineers. I am indeed Captain James Hook, history's most famous pirate. Incidentally, I've always found pirate to be a harsh and offensive term. I prefer to think of myself as a maritime entrepreneur. You see, I've been the victim of bad press and vicious lies. I can assure you, ladies and gentlemen, I simply adore children. In fact, it is said that I have the heart of a child. I keep it in a jar in my cabin. However, I'm here today to relate a most astonishing tale. A story of such daring and wonder that I scarcely believe it myself. From the journal of Captain Hook. My journal. Where's my journal? Smee! Oh, my journal, Smee!
Aye, Captain, aye.
Thank you,
Aye,
Smee.
Captain.
Good help is so hard to find these days. All of you, of course, are familiar with the legend of Peter Pan, that juvenile ingrate, and how he savagely cut off my hand, was not looking, of course, and callously fed it to that monstrous crocodile, which later swallowed me whole. Well, what you don't know, my friends, is how I cleverly effected my escape from the belly of the beast. Okay. There I was, inside of that wretched reptile, doomed to be nothing more than an afternoon snack. The fact that I was swallowed whole rather than torn to pieces no doubt saved my life. But how was I to escape that hellish chamber? Well, unbeknownst to my enemies, I always carry a vial of the most potent poison secretly hidden in one of my rings. They're not just bling, you know. Knowing that about a short time to act before I was dissolved by the monster's digestive juices, I opened the ring and released the deadly toxin. Within minutes, the lethal poison had done its work. That accursed crocodile had finally met its match and was no more. Victory was mine. Drawing my trusty sword from its jeweled scabbard with the aid of my infamous hook, I sliced my way from the very bowels of death and gained my freedom. Or so I thought. What I failed to know or realize was by the time the wretched, vile creature had expired, it had swam miles from the island of Netherland, and I found myself in the middle of a terrible storm. The storm had violently and suddenly appeared, and waves nearly 30 feet high threatened to send me to the very depths of the bottom of the sea.
Oh, please.
If you don't mind, it's my story, and I'm the one telling it. Now, where was I?
The ocean.
Yes. Thank you, my dear. There I was, miles from the nearest shore, suffering the fury of the storm-lashed sea. But with a Herculean effort, and despite having only one hand, I began my perilous swim back to Neverland. Just then, I spotted the telltale dorsal fin of the ocean's most feared denizen, the shark. Marshaling all of my inner fortitude, I attempted to swim the man-eating devil, but I felt my strength slowly ebbing. The shark, its jaws flashing a set of teeth resembling daggers, was quickly gaining on me. With death just a heartbeat away, I suddenly saw in the distance a mermaid sitting upon a rock, evidently hiding herself from the storm's fury. "Will you help me escape from the shark?" I cried. "Why, you're Captain Hook," she answered with utter revulsion. "Why should I help you?" Knowing that I had but mere seconds to live, I quickly made a deal with the scaled beauty. And just as the shark was about to consume me, she dove into the roiling sea, diverting the beast away from me, thus sparing my life. Now, what was that deal I made with the mermaid? Well, I promised her a major part in an upcoming Broadway production of Peter Pan with a percentage of the profits. So as fate would have it, I finally made it to the safety of the shore. Exhausted beyond measure, I collapsed on the beach and fell immediately asleep. But when I awoke, the storm had passed, and I found myself being tended to by none other than Princess Tiger Lily herself, the very same Indian maiden who I had captured long ago. Nevertheless, the lovely lass tended to my wounds and cared for me. And as she did so, she of course succumbed to my natural charm and fell madly in love with me. She couldn't help herself. Shunning her past life, she not only became a bloodthirsty pirate, now known as Lady Brandy Blackrose, but agreed to be my wife. Take a bow, my dear. And we have enjoyed 21 years of wedded bliss. Ooh, it's good to be Captain Hook. I've also gathered my former crew for a never-ending search for Peter Pan. Oh, how I hate Peter Pan. Well, watch yourself, sir. Well, in conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, you have heard the story of, but not the final chapter of yours truly, Captain James Hook. I can assure you the tale I've recounted is the absolute truth as stated by me on this 4th day of December in the year of our Lord, 2010. I thank you. Oh, by the way, there is something I should mention before I depart. You see, while cutting my way out of that crocodile stomach, I did find something of interest that I kept as a souvenir and as proof of my harrowing journey, my dear. There you have it, the very clock which haunted me all those years. Long live the Hook!
Hook! Hook! Hook! Hook! Hook! Hook!
The Blacklist is a pirate ship to the Spanish main she's bound. And Keaches are gonna shit with saucy laps round. The captain gives the orders to sail the ocean wide.
Oh, whiskey, oh, Johnny, oh, rise her up from down below. Whiskey, 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 oh, up aloft this yard must go. John, rise her up from down below. I thought I heard the captain say,
God treats me crew in an awful way.
it's really true he does. Oh, whiskey, oh, Johnny, oh, rise her up from down below. Whiskey, 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 oh, up aloft this yard must go. John, rise her up from down below.
Yanks and British stars, they tremble to the bone. But death comes swift and short of those who hear the Blacklist and his drink up me lad. For tomorrow we sail away, for the pirate ship, the Blacklist, to go searching for her prey. Our bellies are aching, on salt pork we must dine. When we reach ashore, me lads, it's roast beef and fine wine. At sea we sleep in hammocks, but a straw tick is our bed. But on shore a sweet tart's belly makes a pillow for our head. And it's drink up, me lads, for tomorrow we sail away, for the pirate ship, the Blacklist, she goes searching for her prey. Here's a health to Henry Morgan and the brethren of the coast. Blackbeard, Blackbard, and Calico Jack, to them we drink a toast. And not forget the women and Bonnie Mary Reed, and in Ireland Grace O'Malley, the pride of pirate creed. And it's brings up me lads, for tomorrow we sail away, for the pirate ship, the Blacklist, she goes searching for her prey. Here's a health to Henry Morgan and the brethren of the coast. Blackbeard, Blackbard, and Calico Jack, to them we drink a toast. And not forget the women and Bonnie Mary Reed, and in Ireland Grace O'Malley, the pride of pirate creed. And it's drink up, me lads, for tomorrow we sail away, for the pirate ship, the Blacklist, go searching